What it do, what it do, what it do. You already know what it is. It's your number one crew. This is Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. But we got something new for you, man. This is called Over the Ropes Beyond the Ropes. This is our new streaming podcast that's not it's associated with our regular daily schedule podcast, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? This is when we just hop on during the week when anything big happens, anything interesting, going over recaps of pay-per-views, premium live events and stuff like that. So this is where, you know, we even bring on some guests to get their opinion on just some things that's been happening. Do a little quizlet to see what they wrestling uh memory is, or how good how really good of a wrestling fan they are. Let's see if they up to our standards. So once again, this is your boy Mr. Mike Drop, JD, and my co-partner.
It's your boy Trey, aka Treyway.
And I think we already got someone that has tapped into the stream.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, he's in here. Our
Oh yeah.
truth.
Hey, what's going on?
What up, man?
Not much, not much. Appreciate y'all letting me join in.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
But yeah, man, we just wanted to just come over here. We're gonna be discussing a few topics, especially what went on Saturday. Did you get a chance to watch Extreme Rules?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I kind of came in a little late, so I had to like kind of replay and kind of go through that like the first match with the Brutes and Imperium. So I had to
Okay.
kind of go back and watch that one.
So
Okay.
what do you get? What do you get that match overall? I seen a couple analytics about that match, and from what I saw, they gave that match, I think it was an A minus overall.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think I've seen similar reviews, um, and I've really liked the kind of the run that these two teams have been going on
oh
lately.
yeah,
And I think I think they delivered quite well. You kind of
especially
it's
to especially for it to be, what is it called, a Dooney and Brook match.
Donnybrook.
Donnybrook,
Donnybrook match.
Dooney
Yeah,
Brook. But something. I guess it had its extreme, take on it. Me personally, I felt like that match was definitely a classic. You can't go wrong with a triple, um,
6-man
a
tag.
6-man tag. Especially like with those type of teams, they match each other very well. We've seen at least what, all five of them in NXT battling together, so the chemistry is definitely there. Um, I would definitely give that match a A. What
Yeah.
about you, Trey?
I mean, they setting up for Gunther Sheamus 3.
Yeah.
And in this one, Sheamus probably finally going to win and get the IC belt.
Yes, I definitely
yeah.
hope so. Definitely hope so. So overall, I truth, what do you give the Extreme Rules Premium Live Event rating?
Hmm. Um.
So we'll give you overall rating, and then we're gonna go through, some of the matches, and see what could have been better if its rating was actually true to what they actually, proclaim it to be.
Okay. Um. I think overall, I would give it a solid B to B plus.
Okay.
Um, I think there's some matches I thought that that first match I give that an A,
Mm-hmm.
and there might have been one more, and then I think that there was a cut um I think my favorite match was in totality was probably the I Quit match.
Okay, with Edge versus Finn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That match was crazy. And I knew it was going to end like that. I knew that that's the only way Edge was going to
Oh
quit.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely. It had to be.
Yeah. As soon as his wife came out, I was like, yeah, this is the only way. Because it almost reminded me of the match Jay and Roman had, where Jay only
Hmm.
quit because he was gonna choke his brother out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um.
What do you think about the concerto that
Oof.
that Beth took?
Well, we know this ain't over.
Oh no,
By
it's not
far.
over yet. I think they're gonna Beth is eventually whenever she comes back. It depends on how long they write her out. But yeah, she's definitely gonna have a match with Rhea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything in
Um,
that match, it definitely made sense. I kind of seen all of that coming to light. I actually thought we were probably gonna get an interference from AJ to help out Edge, but we didn't get that.
We got Ray.
We got Ray. We actually got to see Dom put hands on Ray for the first time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
Yeah.
was a little
Do
intriguing.
Do y'all think we're gonna get like? I know this is going way down the line. Do you think we're gonna get a father son WrestleMania match?
Ooh, WrestleMania match. It would have to be career versus something within the Judgment Day.
Yeah, if Ray wins, he has to leave the Judgment Day, and Ray has to put his career on the line. I guess something like that.
Yeah. Hey, I
that would
don't know
make
if
it. That would probably make the most sense.
I don't know if y'all really paid attention to it, but I think Dom was about to jump the gun because you seen he reached for Ray's mask and he was about to rip it open.
Hmm.
Man, I think that was something that they probably was like, no, 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 not yet. Like that's something further down the line.
I would
Yeah,
agree.
it might. It could be It could be a case of the mask.
Yeah, it could be.
Like, what if he took Ray's mask and then started wearing it?
Hmm.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That would be dope.
I mean, he definitely has the lineage to wear the mask. So,
Now, what I would
um,
say, man. So what was your least favorite match? Not true.
Um, I would say, uh,
I know it's coming.
I know.
I'm
I'm
just
pretty sure.
waiting.
I'm pretty sure it's mine. It's gonna break my heart to say
I'm
it.
just waiting for him to say it.
uh, probably by default the Ronda Liv Morgan match.
Yeah. Yeah.
By
Probably by the
far, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Now, I agree with you full heartedly. I true like I gave that pay per view a B plus. That match literally brought it down to like a B minus C plus. Like
yeah
that
that
match really stopped it from being that solid A. And you remember Trey, me and you was talking about it. Like, could a pay per view be a straight up 5-star A plus pay per view without the main title? It was
Hmm.
headed into that direction, but Liv and Ronda, I don't know, and I don't blame Liv. I wholeheartedly blame Ronda. She has no chemistry with anybody in the ring.
None.
She has no chemistry. Like the hits with the baseball bat, like that did it for me. I didn't even want to watch no more.
uh yeah I think, and I kind of saw this coming after she got back from the Rumble. It's like I don't know, like it seems as if Ronda and WWE just doesn't even mix.
Yeah. I mean, I get her appeal and her appeal uh as far as a heel, it works. It's just that her in-ring ability does not work with I don't know. She needs to go back in the dungeon. Like she really need to get that.
Well, I
Well,
was.
I would say like if you whatever if you had basically whatever is in Shayna, if you had poured that in the Ronda,
Yeah.
like as far as a WWE performer, you'd have gold.
Yeah.
But
Well, I would
Uh,
say with Ronda being a heel now, like it's solidified. She's a heel. You know, when you're a heel, your wrestling can it don't have to be great when you're a heel because you're
yeah,
mostly cheating or you're brawling a lot.
you're doing dirty stuff.
The stuff that Ronda does already. So if they really want to make her the female Brock, then I think that I want to see how this title reign goes with her as a heel before I make any final judgments on Ronda. I
Yeah.
think she just needed a character change because she was doomed. It was cool when she was face, but that face stuff never worked because she could
Well,
never connect.
one,
She could never connect with the crowd.
she has relinquished the rowdy Ronda Rousey
Mm-hmm.
portrayal.
Thank God.
I well, I kind of think that carried her in a way. Her wearing the Roddy Piper type gimmick. I feel like that really is what made her. Now she's coming out in her judo thing. It's like I get it, trust, but can you intertwine, your MMA background with your WWE abilities? And it is being shown like it's almost like she put out there to fail because you could see like her 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 wrestling abilities ain't there.
And then when you go to the other side of it,
Mhm.
look at Matt Riddle.
Mhm. He makes it
And
work.
he makes it work.
He makes it
Exactly.
work.
He's a natural.
Barefoot and all. Like he makes it work.
It's so crazy because like when he first came in with the whole barefoot thing, I was like, reminds me of the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Now I do want to know. So clearly we're getting a Liv Morgan character change.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now there have been rumors that she could possibly be part of the new Bray Wyatt stable.
The Wyatt Six.
Yeah, the Wyatt Six, and she would be the Sister Abigail character. Now she was laughing and doing her whole Harley Quinn thing. Even when she was passing out, she was laughing. When Rhonda disrespected her by stepping on her, she was laughing and smiling the whole time. Like it's like Liv. It's like she just had a mental breakdown.
And then you even seeing her backstage, and that's what I've been calling for. I was like, Liv, she definitely like she even when she was with the Riot Squad, I felt like that she had the potential to be one of the greatest heel female superstars in WWE.
She needs some edge.
Only because her and honestly, like me and you said this a long time ago, her and Alexa Bliss are probably make the baddest tag team
they probably would.
just
Yeah.
because of their character wise. You know what I'm saying? But Um, Trey, what was your favorite match of the night?
Oh, fight pit,
Fight pit. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
fight pit.
You know,
I was glad that Riddle got the win
yeah,
because, but and then I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I know you said that you think the reason why Seth lost the fight pit is because he's probably going to win the U.S. title tonight.
yeah.
So we'll see.
I kind of feel like that's in his future. Not sure. Uh, but
Hmm.
I kind of feel like they might be
Okay.
throwing B Lash into, you know, title contention. As far as main title. That's just my thing. It was overall once they got up to the top, like it was definitely a great match. That senton that Matt Riddle did, I was
Mhm.
like, dang boy.
And the crazy thing is, he's not even the king of the fight pit. It's really Timothy Thatcher
Hmm.
because he beat Riddle and he beat Ciampa, and he's 2-0.
Yeah.
Even though he's not with the company anymore. Now, I did. How'd you feel about Cormier and how he officiated the match?
Oh yeah, he officiated pretty good as a um enforcer.
Hmm.
It kind of put me in the lines of when Mike Tyson was the
Hmm.
enforcer for Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. So they actually had a pretty good enforcer.
Hmm.
You got in Seth's face. You know what I'm saying? Like he did it straight up down the line.
You watching Raw?
Yeah.
Sami Zayn versus Matt Riddle. That'd be a good one.
Boy, Sammy, man,
He's on fire right now.
bro. But I'm just saying, him. I don't like the fact that he in the midst, like causing this ruckus with Jay and Roman. Like, I feel like that Jay might be trying to. If they lose the tag team, Jay's fighting Roman again.
Does it matter how?
Nah, it doesn't.
Okay. Now, because they're clearly setting it up to where Sammy's going to eventually turn on the bloodline.
Hmm.
I mean, they're writing it perfectly.
Yeah, he's infiltrating it, and then Jay's gonna be like that. I told you so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But do you think it's going to come to a point where Roman is going to choose Sammy over Jay?
Nah. Mm-mm. I think Roman's just playing it out, and then he'll flip on Sammy and be like, "I'll never choose you over blood." Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the pay per view before we get too sidetracked.
Yo, surprisingly, I honestly I didn't see Bianca winning.
I didn't see it either. I'm
I
not
did
going to
not.
say I'm mad, but
No,
I was
I'm happy. That was actually the shocker of the night. Like
yeah.
it
Oh,
really,
question.
yeah.
So I was reading something that said that uh, WWE better watch out before they start uh, having Bianca be too Cena like in her wins. You know,
Mm,
she took everybody out.
mm.
Always takes everybody out. She be doing the KOD with like 2, 3 people sometimes on her shoulders. Like they be having her looking super human Cena like.
Yeah,
And I know she took the pin at Clash to
yeah.
Bailey,
Hmm.
but at the same time, other than that, Bianca don't lose. So what you think? You think they're gonna make it to the point where, like, are they building her up to be like the female Roman right now? Like, is she in female God mode?
I feel like Bianca is. I want to say that she is in the right place at the right time until the right people come back, and that's Naomi,
Sasha,
Sasha, and
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Until them three come back, she's in the right place at the right time.
Truth just said Bianca is holding it down.
I mean,
Now,
she
I mean,
she is.
the rumors are that uh, Becky and Ronda and Charlotte and Bianca are the matches that they want at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, then that means that well, Ronda just got the belt, and then
Hmm.
that would mean that Bianca's not losing it no time soon, unless
Well,
she loses it and gets it back.
what that this what this just did is solidified Survivor Series,
Yeah.
because I think what their plans is they already knew that they wanted um Ronda to win.
Hmm.
I don't think it would have been a good match, as good of a match between Ronda and Bailey as it would Bianca and Ronda.
But that's if they even do title versus title, because remember this is War Games
Oh yeah,
Survivor
yeah, yeah.
Series.
It's definitely war games. If they did the right war games, it would be uh Ronda, Shayna, and um what's her name?
Sonya,
Possibly Sonya and Natalia.
yeah,
Yeah.
the heel faction.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But then who would they go against?
I mean, Survivor Series, I will hope that before that comes, we would get Sasha and Naomi and maybe a Oscar. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe a Oscar. I'm not.
Oh, I'm tripping. You know what another candidate for worst match was?
What?
That damn strap match.
All right. So
Like what was that?
I think because of this, we've seen strap matches before that mind you, we've seen Fight Pit before, but Fight Pit is fairly new. Um, Donnie and Brooke match, have not seen that before. Or haven't even heard of the name, but a strap match. Like we've seen it done over and over. We've seen it on live TV. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it outside of a pay per view. So, um,
Shit, didn't Cody and MJF have one?
yeah. So I just feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm glad Karrion Cross got the win. He deserved the win. He needed the win. Uh, when it comes to Drew, it he just needs to go to Raw.
Yeah.
Get out of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like find somebody else to fight.
Yeah. The way it's looking, he might even need to go back to NXT.
All right, let's not go that. Let's not get crazy.
Hey, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Speaking of, looking at the highlights of it right now,
Yeah.
I think it just would have been better if it was just a regular, straight up match. Like she sprayed him with pepper spray.
You said what?
Like Scarlett sprayed Drew with pepper spray.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at this Bianca Bailey match was damn near a classic.
It was. It was definitely a
Like look
classic.
at that, a double KOD. That's John Cena. Look at that shit. Like what the hell is happening here? She literally took out all three by herself.
Like I was really waiting for her to get some help.
Yeah.
But I mean, she definitely I mean, she's living up to her name as the
Kid,
strongest, the
that's this.
fastest,
Yeah.
you know. What do you feel about what do you feel about Finn's mask?
That was dope.
That was real dope.
Uh,
I honestly feel like that this I Quit match probably was the match of the night.
it had the most emotion by far because that concerto was crazy. And then Beth selling it by acting like she was seizing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. RKO, like, yeah, you was right. That senton was crazy.
Mhm.
And then he tapped him out. And
And then we kind of
Seth actually tapped. It's rare that you don't really see big name stars tapping out anymore.
nah.
Heel or face.
And the crazy thing about it is that we didn't we kind of got a glimpse of old Seth. If you look at the outfit that he came out, he kind of had like a Beast Slayer type um
Hmm.
attire.
Well, we'll see tonight when he comes out to fight Bobby.
Yeah.
Now, and I just realized not only did we not have the main titles, but because they're all in the same group, we didn't have the tag titles defended either.
Mhm.
So those are the two main titles that weren't
Yeah.
defended.
Yeah. But it was still a great pay-per-view or a premium live event. It was still a great one.
Now, let me see. Is there anything else that we gotta talk about before we talk about what everybody is talking about, what we were all expecting and what we were all waiting for? Is there anything else you want to say about any of the matches?
Um hmm. No, I don't think so.
All right, well, let's get to it, damn it. Okay, so they swerved us. They tried to because I'm watching it, and Riddle's up the ramp with Cormier, and then the little thing at the bottom pops up, and I'm like, man, hell nah. And then boom, the lights go out,
And
and
then you see
then
everybody phones light up.
see the fireflies, and then how'd you feel about seeing the live action versions of the puppets
Did
in the
we not
crowd?
talk about that though?
Mm-hmm.
Did we not talk about that? So that part, okay. I so when I start seeing them live, I'm gonna tell you, like, so I immediately thought Fiend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until they showed the Fiend by the barricade.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I knew something different is happening.
And then you also notice that they showed the funhouse and all the puppets were dead.
Yeah.
and the Funhouse had pretty much been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not the Fiend.
Yeah.
People think he's the cult leader, but he's actually not the cult leader either.
Mm-mm.
And then you notice the Brodie Lee tribute he did,
Yeah.
and with the he did it with the mask that
Yep.
he wore, and he did it with the lights, like when
Yep.
he came out as the Exalted One.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then he said something before he blew the lantern out. You know what he said?
I don't know. I've been listening to I've been trying to like decrypt that in so many videos, but I don't know if he said I'm here. I don't know if he said let me in. I don't know if he said what was his old thing? Like I don't know what it was. It looked like it could have been so many things. Like I'm him or it's me. Like it was just crazy because he. First of all, now my question is, all right, Return of the Year. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
was checking on something real quick. Truth had put something in the chat. I think he was talking about Alexa Bliss being part of the Wyatts, and I was like, I don't know.
well, she did message and said,
Welcome back, old friend.
yeah. So, all right. So before I ask you that, so did you see the video of who they were saying definite could be the
Buzzard.
reincarnation of the
Yeah.
yeah.
Bo
So
Dallas.
they said Bo Dallas is the white rabbit, is the rabbit.
Mhm.
Um
Grayson Waller is the Buzzard.
mhm.
Uh,
That
Dexter Loomis is the Fiend. Yeah, I saw one thing. I saw it on Twitter, and it had everybody up there. Um, it said, yeah, Dexter Loomis was the Fiend
uh-huh.
character. Grayson Waller was the Buzzard.
Mhm.
Uh, Bo Dallas was the Rabbit.
Yep. Let's
Liv
see.
Morgan. Liv Morgan was the witch.
No, I heard that Alexa Bliss was the witch because Alexa Bliss was the first one to hold both titles. Because if you
Mhm.
notice, both titles are behind the witch.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
yeah, because I'm just going by what the Twitter picture said,
Yeah. See, I know they were like,
and
because
then and
Alexa,
then I forgot who they said the pig was.
yeah, they didn't really say who the pig was because that pig definitely, and I was trying to look, it was the pig as big as Braun Strowman? He looked like real tall,
Yeah, he did look kind of tall, but I don't know. I don't think it's Braun.
but it didn't look big enough to be
Yeah,
Braun.
he wasn't fucking
No,
diesel like Braun.
they said, hold on, the pig, they were saying that it was, what's his name from NXT?
Oh, Joey Gacy.
Joey Gacy.
That's who it is. Joey
Yep.
Gacy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what you think about if that lineup is true? What you think? And then what you think about them putting the Fiend in the group? If that's
it
true,
it makes sense. Like
I
you got to
mean, he
think
did show that. Why would they show him?
it made sense because at the end of the day, Bray brought out the Fiend. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was Funhouse Bray, Cult Leader Bray, Wyatt Family Bray, that Bray brought the Fiend out. That was an inner part of him. So just showing like I created all of this, me. Like these are my creations.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that definitely made sense to have the Fiend there.
Do you think we're going to see Bray tonight?
Huh?
You think we're going to see Bray tonight?
I'm hoping with a season premiere. I'm hoping.
Hmm.
I'm hoping. We might just get something at the end, honestly.
Hmm.
But man, for it to be like Bray, like old original Bray, like that, I think that's what it really was like. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's just like, yeah, the Fiend coming back, and then it was like, oh, we getting Bray, but then his symbol at the end, it was
Hmm.
the symbol that he had on Twitter for Wyatt Six.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. So one, before I get into this, Triple H, man, every everything that Vince McMahon got rid of, Triple H has brought back.
Hmm.
like you got to say by all means that this man is like the WWE GOAT, like
Yeah,
of creators, of creation, like of creative.
and with Vince McMahon not running the show anymore, I think it's going to be great for Bray Wyatt's character
It
because
is.
Vince is always giving him little things here and there to be free with. But Triple
Hmm.
H, I feel, is going to give him complete control
Yeah,
of his character and everything. And I
yeah.
think it's going to be great.
Like when I had text you and Jay, man, like second coming of the Undertaker, like that return was on like some real time Undertaker buried alive ring coming back type return.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we
actually curious to. I'm just curious to see what he talks about when he finally cuts a promo. Like if he's going to talk about where he's been,
yeah.
kayfabe wise.
Hmm.
If he's going to like just what's going on, and I like the fact that he didn't attack anybody.
Yeah. That it
It's
just ended like
like
that.
he's just starting fresh,
Hmm.
starting
Now
fresh.
see, if it was the Fiend would have attacked somebody. You know what I'm saying?
He probably would have attacked
And,
Riddle.
and you remember when we were talking, it was like he could come back during Seth's match. You know what I'm saying? And just the fact it kind of got to that point, but it wasn't really on that point. You know, it was right after that match, after a celebration. We seen Seth getting ready to get out of fight pit, and then the light just went black.
And then you got to think about it. The Fiend is the whole reason that we have this character of Seth.
Yes.
After he fought him, and he was a babyface that people started getting tired of. People started booing Seth. He changed, and that's when he
Hmm.
started trying. That's when he started rolling with AOP.
Yep.
That's when he started doing that weird thing where he was rocking one glove. Then
Yep.
there was a thing when he was standing motionless in the corner.
Yep. And
Then
then
when
he
he
became the Messiah.
got there, that's when he got Austin Theory and Buddy Murphy to join him.
Hmm.
And then he took out Ray's eye.
Yep.
He wounded Malachi Black.
Hmm.
All of that changed, and then he went through another transformation. And we have this fake Joker character.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if they teamed him and Liv together as Joker and Harley Quinn? That would be
It,
dope.
it would. It would.
That would be dope.
Um, what was I about to say? So as far as returns, right? So we've gotten so many returns this year, man. Like even when we were talking about cross brand, like we got so many in AEW. You know, we had Samoa Joe, we got Soraya, we got the return
Saraya,
of Soraya, we got the return of um uh your boy,
Braun,
huh?
Braun.
No. Kenny Omega. You
Oh,
got
Kenny.
Kenny
Yeah,
Omega.
Kenny came back.
Kenny
Yeah,
Kenny coming back. And then, you know, WWE, we got Johnny Gargano. We got Braun Strowman. We got Dexter Loomis coming back. We got um
for the women, Candice LeRae,
Candice LeRae, Io Sky,
Dakota Kai,
Dakota Kai, shoot. Who else did we get? We got
Bailey.
Cody, Bailey, we got Cody, and now we got Bray. Out of all of those returns, do you think this one, even though it was kind of like,
Oh yeah, before you finish, our truth just said MJF is his favorite return of the year for AEW.
mm, oh, that's and see that's where my question is going. Like, where does this return? Because I want to say this might be the last return of the year. Where does this return for Bray Wyatt stand on top of all the other returns? Like, where do you put it if you had to rank it? And now I'm not just talking, and I'll get down to a more deeper question on
Well,
this one.
I remember when Saraya first debuted, said she got a CM Punk pop,
Hmm.
which she did.
Hmm.
But Bray Wyatt is right there.
Like Bray Wyatt got a freaking. They say he got a Brodie Lee pop. Like
Yeah.
they say he got a Road Warriors pop.
So I'll probably say Bray is number one,
Mm,
Soraya number two, MJF number three,
mm-hmm.
and then after that, I really don't care. I mean, Cody at WrestleMania
Mm-hmm.
before. Um,
I think for me,
that's really all I got.
like
Oh, and then Bailey number five because the crowd went crazy when Bailey came out.
yeah.
Because we've been waiting. Just
Mm-hmm.
like let's no the returns for the year aren't over because we still got to get Charlotte and Becky.
Was Becky was a SummerSlam last year?
Yeah, but she's been hurt.
Who, Becky?
Yeah, she's been hurt.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, but hers was like SummerSlam last year.
I
She
guess I
all
yeah I
these
guess
ones that I was naming is just happened within the last freaking what 3 months.
Charlotte's coming back though
Oh
pretty
yeah.
soon.
So
And then Sasha and Naomi. I think they shit. If they're not back by the end of the year, they're probably back Royal Rumble time.
yeah,
Watch them come out uh number 29 and number 30 in the Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble.
something. So for me,
He said Sasha and Cody will have huge pops next year.
oh yeah. So for me, oh most definitely. I think Cody's pop is gonna be just as big. If he returns Royal Rumble, it's gonna be just as big as his pop during WrestleMania. Um, I would say that Bray's has been a year thing. So I would definitely give him one. It's been a year long wait. You know what I'm saying? I would give him one. I would
You
give
remember how upset everybody was when they realized he had got cut?
yeah. I think that's what makes it more, like it gets you in your heart, like as a wrestling fan. Like so Bray one, Cody two. Um mm, Shocking, MJF and Saraya. Those are like my 3, 4 kind
Oh,
of
we forgot about Karrion Cross. I truth just brought up a good point. He
mm,
said Karrion. He said he wishes his was better.
yeah. So I'll get the carrying cross. Um so Saraya and MJF are like my 3, 4. Can't really say. And I kind of want to give Saraya the jump only because hers was like
Yeah, nobody expected. No
nobody
one. No
knew,
one. No one expected that.
nobody expected that. So
People
MJF is
expected Bray. No one expected Saraya.
yeah, MJF is just a little behind. And then Kenny. Kenny. Like his whole intro. And I'm gonna tell you what really does it for Bray is the cinematics.
Yeah.
The cinematic return, like that's what I mean by him being on the Undertaker level. Like that cinematic return, it just does everything to your return. And Cody's wasn't too far behind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like it's just that Cody's is like we kind of knew, and but we were still like hopeful. Bray's was so cryptic, right? That you knew it was him, but it was one of those ones where they could flip this and it not be him.
Randy's going to get a big pop when he comes back.
Oh man, what?
That's going to be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, definitely.
Alexa Bliss came back this year.
She did. She did. But oh, and I agree with iTruth, man. Like carrying cross, it definitely could have been so much better. I think it was once again, it is wrong timing. Like I if he would have projected it towards Roman, maybe, but because he projected it to um Drew McIntyre and McIntyre lost the championship and then y'all still had a match afterwards, it was like, okay, now you got to twist it to be like you were the chosen one and stuff like that. I'm just tired of everybody pulling that up on Drew McIntyre like he was the chosen one. He hasn't been the chosen one since 2011. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's not that no more. Like he's not even a face of WWE no more. So this was a whole bad return person for you to go against.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, You notice they showed Braun Breaker in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, when do you see him coming up?
Um, I still don't see him coming up anytime soon, only because he's carrying NXT right now. Um, I I'm waiting for NXT to get one. Like they got some good names. I'm just waiting to see what direction they are trying to go as far as the NXT championship. So if Braun loses it to old buddy from NXT UK, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Braun coming up.
And I'm not making any more predictions on who's coming up from NXT.
Yeah.
I can't anymore because I'm wrong every single time. And I told you, Mandy's not coming up until she breaks that record.
you s- you say until she breaks whose record? Oscar,
The NXT women's record for
the
longest title
longest
reign.
reigning. Yeah.
hmm I think that's what they're gonna do because she just keeps winning all these matches by hook or crook, either
Yeah.
with Toxic Attraction or without them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a truth just said who's beating her. I was like, I have no idea.
Who's beating Mandy?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh man.
But I do not want to see her relinquish it. I hate when they do that.
No.
That should be reserved for certain people. Asuka was so dominant that yeah, her relinquishing it, I could respect that.
If she had to lose it to somebody, even though she might be winning the main title, I'm probably thinking it's gonna be Nikita Lyon.
Yeah, I was thinking you were gonna say that.
Yeah, only because I feel like she could carry the women's division a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I feel like she could carry that. I mean, they could be waiting for The Rock's daughter.
You've been barking up that tree for a while.
Nah, man, that was a joke right there. Cause we don't know what, like, she's been in. She actually had like a promo. I want to say it was like like 3 or 4 months ago at one of these NXT like live events.
hmm
Yeah.
Who?
The Rock's daughter.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't really keep up with NXT as much as I probably should. The reason why I brought up Braun Breaker is because if Grayson Waller really is the buzzard, Grayson Waller really hasn't had anything significant on NXT besides that mini feud he had with AJ.
And it's crazy. Like Grayson Waller, he was just on NXT for the first time in a long time, um, doing that interview
hmm
for what is it? What's NXT's October thing?
Uh, is it Halloween Havoc?
Halloween Havoc. Yeah.
Oh, so it should be coming up this month.
Yeah. I couldn't even remember.
Oh, okay. Ray and Dominic and
Oh yeah,
Rhea.
it's coming. It's coming. Oh,
Now,
she got an arm sleeve that say Beth on it.
well, they trolling the hell out of the Copelands.
Yeah.
Now, I'm excited because I like Beth Phoenix, but
Yeah.
her always doing these one-off matches with Edge. I don't really
How do
like the
you
one
feel?
she had with against Miz and Maurice.
Yeah. How do you feel about Booker T's comments
Which one?
saying that Edge needs to just give it up?
Oh, retire.
This should
Yeah,
have been Edge's last match.
I don't know why Book is talking. I just seen him on YouTube wrestling in some promotion.
You remember that? Yeah.
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 Oh, so you know the dude that was on Raw, the bald headed white guy that
Oh,
was hit.
Jimmy Smith.
You see what he said about Roman?
Mm-mm.
Said Roman is a big guy who looks like he could fight, but he really can't fight.
You said what?
He said that Roman is a big guy. He looks the part, but he really can't fight.
Mm.
Talking about in real life.
Mm.
And I was like, where's this coming from? Like, why would you say that?
Right. I mean, trust me, we know you came from the MMA background and stuff like that with I don't think it was UFC, but it was with
Bellator or something.
yeah, like Bellator and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like we know the
He
we
said,
know
"Who said that?"
we know the cross thing, man. But do you even want to bark up that tree? Like,
Well, apparently, he's saying Roman ain't really like that, so maybe he is.
mm, all right,
I mean, does it really matter if he can fight for real though?
it doesn't.
Like I don't
He's
understand the point of saying that.
he's 6'4" to 6'6", 200 and something, 45 pounds. Do you really want to try to fight somebody like that?
I mean, yeah, he may not be a technical fighter, but he'll probably whoop your ass.
And see, they only say because he's a kind dude. Like when he's kayfabe, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, he don't show his aggression and stuff like that. But if you really paid attention to his impulsive interview, he clearly stated that you know he had to be trained to not get in that because he used to have that about him. He used to have that anger where he used to want to snap.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's a Samoan aggression or what.
It might be, might
Now,
be.
um, I did want to touch on Zelena Vega.
Yeah.
Now, the other chick, Electra Lopez,
Mhm.
that they say she's still with the company.
Mhm.
Now, the question is she going to have a solo run? Is she going to try to come back and beef with Zelina over her taking over her group? Like, where do you see it going?
Um, I'm thinking that she's in a dungeon
Hmm.
training.
Hmm.
Um, as we're starting to see, there's about to be some more. Like these factions are inheriting women wrestlers, right?
Hmm.
We need more women's tag team.
Oh, definitely.
Possibly her and Zelina having a women's tag team within Fantasma del Gato. So I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I feel like that maybe that was their way of getting to the main show with Zelina. You know what I'm saying? As far as storyline purposes,
Hmm.
because she was never off. She was actually written off as being hurt. I think because the last time we seen her is she was feuding with Carmella.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, Carmella and Zelina were better. They were some of the best tag champs, actually,
Mhm.
because they got over. They were heels. People didn't like them. You wanted to see them lose. They just
Yep.
didn't. They just didn't have a lot of teams to work with.
No. Once again, good team at a bad time.
And then there's still rumors of this his Bella return.
Save me with that.
It'd be the only times they haven't won. They
They
both been Divas champ.
right. They need to stop having kids before they could think about doing a comeback.
Hell, they might be done.
um. So with Triple H being in charge, do we see that we're going back into a faction WWE?
I would say so because Triple H has been in two of the greatest factions ever. Some say the greatest faction ever in Evolution, and then
Yes.
DX right there.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way Vince hated factions, which made always made no sense to me because the biggest time in wrestling,
Yeah.
it was based a lot around factions.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
that doesn't
honestly,
really
those
make
are like
sense.
some of the best times,
Hmm.
best
Heart
shows.
Foundation versus DX,
Yeah.
NWO versus the Four Horsemen, NWO Hollywood versus NWO Wolfpack.
So right now we got Judgment Day, Bloodline, Phantasma Delgado,
Mhm.
um, Wyatt Six. So that's four. potentially could be getting the OC back, which would be 5.
Uh-oh.
And we got Hit Row. That's 6.
Yeah. Dominic is begging Ray to hit him. I
Let's
like
see.
how I love how hype Rhea gets whenever Dominic does something.
I know, right?
Okay,
I'm
Finn rocking a mask again.
yeah. I'm ready to see Ray do it.
Do what?
I'm ready to see him
619.
just jump on him.
Jesus, I'm a tough love.
Yeah.
And you notice when Dominic hits him, it's just one move. He never like beats on him.
Yeah. Well, Extreme Rules, he was beating on him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I'm liking this mullet.
What mullet?
The
For
mullet.
Dominic.
Yeah.
Man, he got that El Conquistador type mullet. I mean, that's that old school, man.
But nah, I'm just it's a storytelling that I'm looking forward to during Triple H's time now as the creative director. It's just the storytelling aspect
Yeah.
of it.
Yes.
Because Vince could tell stories here and there, but Triple H having lived it,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be great.
Triple H knows what the fans want.
Hmm.
He knows what the fans want.
Dang. Yeah. Okay, this is where AJ comes. This AJ needs to come out.
Yeah.
Dominic, that 619 still a little stiff.
Yeah, he too big to be doing the 619, man.
He big as hell.
It's only 2 people that look good doing it. And that was Ray and Cesaro.
I don't know. But going back to it, I'm interested to see because, like you said, when Triple H first took over, it was a lot of Vince McMahon's ideas for the shows that he was
Yeah.
still implementing. But now I'm really interested to see how this War Games is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
They say that a lot of the matches that um, by the end of the year, some of them could be settled by day one, since that's going to be a continuous uh, premium live event for them. Well, actually,
Yeah.
that's actually a Raw, isn't it? Day one.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it falls on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
I believe. So
Yeah.
we shall see.
Yeah. I think that's a replacement for something. It was like,
It was
you know,
TLC, wasn't it?
it's either TLC Fastlane or
Great Balls of
uh
Fire. Do they still do that one?
nah. Probably the worst pay-per-view name ever. Yeah,
Great
I,
Balls of Fire.
man, I hated those filler pay-per-views, man. Like
Like
it
Extreme
was,
Rules is normally a filler pay per view.
yeah, huh?
Extreme Rules used to be a one,
Yeah, it used to be because
but
TLC.
it did have some great matches though. Because remember we got Shield versus Evolution for the
Yeah,
first
but
time.
TLC was the main one, and then Extreme Rules was the filler. But then Extreme Rules became bigger than TLC.
Ridiculous.
TLC only was good during Hardy, in
Dudley's,
3D.
yeah,
Yeah, it was only good during
Edge
that
and
time.
Christian.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now I did want to get some a little more AEW in here before we go. So how you feel about Moxley signing this 5-year deal?
I mean, he's the
that's
he's
my vindication laugh.
he he's the leader. Like I said it when all that catastrophe happened with CM Punk and the Elite, that they needed somebody to step up, and Moxley clearly stepped up at the right time. I'm not saying that that was his sole decision on signing that deal, but him being a locker room leader, him having the most respect, him wanting to see the growth in certain things, like he could have did that with WWE, but just the fact that he has a new foundation where he is quote unquote the head of the table, head of the company, like I don't see no problem with it. I respect it. I feel like that's definitely great for him. Now, what I don't want to see is that you win the championship each year. But the fact that what's in it is that he's talent and
Oh, hey Bray, I was asking. Bray is coming back tonight.
for real, your TV might be ahead of mine. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
I'm streaming on
oh
the
yeah,
USA
there we
Network.
go. Um, so yeah, I mean, he's gonna be development, like
Yeah,
leader and mentoring and
mentor.
stuff,
Yep,
and
yep.
I feel like that's great, man. Like you just don't foreshadow him. That just shows like how good he is, man. Hopefully he could be coaching these people through their promos, coaching them about having that fluency in the ring and being able to read off of your opponent. You know what I'm saying? Because he does all of that. Like he don't get his props the way he should.
People like to talk about his in-ring ability. Some say lack thereof.
I
I think
mean,
he's perfect. I think he's perfect for the character that he is.
come on, man. When you think about the video games that they make a brawler type setting for a person like Bray Wyatt. I mean, not Bray Wyatt, but John Moxley.
Hmm.
He is the vindication of a brawler.
Hmm.
That's a man who doesn't care, who just does what he needs to do. He's ruthless, man.
He's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
He reminds me of a cross between Stone Cold and Chris Benoit.
Oh Lord.
Think about it.
Nah,
Think about it.
because he's ruthless like Benoit was
Yes,
in ring,
and
of course.
and he got submissions.
Submissions, yep, he could do all that. And
Yeah,
then he's foul mouth. I would say beer swelling, but he don't do that anymore.
nah, but he does have that that appeal like Stone Cold had.
I did read something that said that CM Punk, even though he's injured, may possibly be receiving uh, a management role in AEW.
Oh boy. I I honestly don't know how that would go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how that go, man. Like in order for that to happen, the elite cannot have their roles as executive vice presidents. There's no
Hell,
way that that will work.
hell, shit. Punk shouldn't even get nothing since he's the one that started. I feel like he's the one that started everything with that ridiculous press conference he did.
Yeah,
He set the ball in motion.
yeah. I mean, keep them apart. He might get a management position with Ring of Honor.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean, that whole Ring of Honor storyline is great, but I just need to see more Samoa Joe.
yeah, for real, for real. And it's like, man, I feel like Tony Khan is doing a Vince McMahon like we're not letting people go because WWE is doing so good and they like I mean I'm not getting no airtime here, so I might as well just go to where I know I could get some airtime. And he knows Samoa Joe's a Triple H guy, so he's definitely not trying to let him go.
I mean, I know he's waiting on this AEW TV. I mean, this ROH TV deal, but the question is, when's it going to happen? Where's it going
Yeah,
to be?
for real,
Would it
for
be
real.
on you? Like, would it be on YouTube?
I don't know.
Would it be taped like NWA is?
Is it gonna be on Access TV with
Impact.
Impact?
Oh, one last thing. So
You
you
said
know
what?
who's? I said one last thing. So you know who's a belt collector right now?
Uh, other than FTR?
Uh-huh.
You said other than FTR?
Yeah. You know who's that? Who else is a belt collector in wrestling?
Hold on, let me think. Hold on.
You gonna laugh when I tell you.
It better not be Chris Jericho.
Uh-uh.
Who?
Matt Cardona.
Oh man, yeah, he is,
He
dog.
is a belt collector. He is racking them up from all different promotions.
Yes, he's literally the indie belt collector.
But because it's not mainstream, nobody really talks about it.
No,
I'll,
no.
I'll cover you. I'll cover you, big guy.
Do you ever see Matt Cardona actually coming back to like mainstream?
Maybe Impact.
Mm,
I mean, he's been on AEW before.
yeah, for that short little stint that he had with Cody.
Just like, oh, you see, Fandango came back.
Yes. Yep.
Dirty, Dirty Dango. I think
Uh
that's what he
huh.
calls himself now.
Yep.
Dirty Dango, and because he came out when who the was in the ring? Mm. It was Brian Myers.
Yeah.
Brian Myers had an open challenge, and Dirty Dango came out.
Yep. I did see that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But all right, man. You got anything else?
Nah, man. We'll definitely be checking in to see how the rest of this night is gonna go.
Well, big shout out to iTruth for popping in, man. Really appreciate you
Yeah, big shout
showing
out
up.
to Jamari, man. You know, for hitting up the comments and stuff. And
Man, I
hey,
didn't even
man,
see
we
those.
we definitely gonna be definitely we will be having some more people, having some more time. Definitely want to do some trivia, possibly for some merch, since you know me and Trey both got different connections to where we get some merch now. So so yeah, but appreciate you, I true, for hopping on. You know, giving your intake on Extreme Rules. Um, soon we will be having our trios back together with our boy Mr. Rant. So you know he's in the healing stage right now, man. He on his Big E shit right now.
We
So
coming for those. We coming for those trios titles.
yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to beat out the New Day right now is the longest reigning over the longest reigning wrestling podcast. But yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We appreciate y'all listening in. This is Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast for a special episode of Beyond the Ropes. This is your boy, Mr. Mike Drop.
And this is your boy Trey.
Hey, tune in, y'all. Peace.